All right, so Tyler, we were in a session today and we heard a little bit about retargeting. And speaker asked who has heard of retargeting, who's familiar and understands what retargeting is. And 2 people in the entire session raised their hand. Yeah. So I think there's question marks out there. So let's start with this. You handle all of our paid media, social advertising, search advertising, things like that. So let's start with answering the simplest part of the question. What is retargeting?
Yeah, so he's right. There were pretty much only 2 people that raised their hands in that session. And although many people might not know exactly what retargeting is or what a retargeting ad campaign is, I guarantee you have been retargeted and you've been a part of one.
Yeah.
You've experienced it for sure. And so to give you the simplest example, let's say you're on Amazon, right? And you're on Amazon looking at a pair of shoes. And all of a sudden, you leave, you didn't actually buy it. You didn't actually buy the pair of shoes. You looked at them for a while, you left. A day or so later, you're scrolling through your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed, and all of a sudden, the same pair of shoes scrolls up your news feed with you.
Yep.
And you go, wait, oh yeah, I was just looking at those. You were just retargeted. So what I could basically say is we can know with some simple setup, and we can get into that in a second, that whether or not somebody has looked at certain things on your website. And then when they leave, you could put ads back in front of them to remind them and basically try to get them back to do the thing that you wanted them to do on the website.
And it's very inexpensive traffic.
Yeah,
it's
correct.
It's a cheap source of very qualified traffic.
Very qualified.
Okay, so now, that's great. Pair of shoes, wonderful. Yeah. I'm a chiropractor. I don't sell shoes.
Correct.
So how can that work for a chiropractor? How could they use retargeting ads?
Yeah, so one of the big things recently with Facebook kind of getting slapped and having Senate hearings and all kinds of stuff, they're being very careful about the privacy of their users. And so part of that has always kind of been, you can't just go to Facebook and say, hey, I want to run an ad to all these people with back pain. I want to run an ad to people with back pain. Well, one, Facebook doesn't know that. They don't know that somebody just has back pain. And so there's not such a targeting thing that you could do there. However, if you have your website and you have a very descriptive page talking all about back pain on your website, and you have the Facebook pixel installed on that site, you now know that somebody most likely has back pain if they've been on that page and have read that page or spent a good amount of time on that page. It's pretty much guaranteed that they either know somebody close to them that has back pain or they are experiencing it themselves. Now you could go run some ads to them to talk about back pain very specifically to them and try to get them to make an appointment or come into your office at that point.
Perfect. So thanks for removing some of the question marks around retargeting and explaining that.
Yes.